Hey everybody. I'm doing better, but I'm still not great. But I did watch Alphaville today. Alphaville is a 1965 French film by director Jean-Luc Godard. This is a weird one, guys. This one's just strange. Let's start with the basic plot, because the plot's not terribly weird. This is a science fiction film. An American private eye or secret agent, sure, we'll go with that one, travels to the distant city of Alphaville, which is a city that is completely controlled by a supercomputer. And his mission is to find the guy who designed the supercomputer and either bring him back to America or kill him. Nothing too strange there for a sci-fi film, right? Okay. First of all, there is zero attempt to build any kind of sci-fi sets or costuming. This thing is shot in Paris. It was shot in Paris at night. And they just kind of used whatever parts of Paris looked a little strange or futuristic at the time. But it is normal clothes, normal city. The supercomputer has this inhuman, deep, burbling voice. Blah, 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 when it talks. And it talks very slowly. It's making these long, deep, complex thoughts. It's trying to share philosophy throughout the film, but it talks so slowly that by the time it gets to the end of a sentence, you are struggling to remember what the beginning of that sentence was about. Also, apparently, it is very common for Jean-Luc Godard to encourage actors to improvise entire scenes, which also, I think, led to a lot of confusion I had with this movie, because I cannot tell you whether Alphaville is the capital on another planet, the capital in another galaxy, or the capital of some area here on Earth. Could not tell you based on dialogue, based on the movie. They repeatedly refer to the main character as coming from the outer countries, except for one time when they call it the outer colonies. The implication is pretty heavy that he's on another planet. They talk about making galaxy-wide calls. They talked about him traveling through space to get there. So, at least another planet, right? Except the scene at the end where he is traveling from Alphaville back to Earth, that sequence is shown by him driving a pickup truck down the well, it's not a pickup truck, it's a Ford Galaxy or something. They name it, and I'm sorry, I forgot the brand. But he's driving a regular car down a highway, and we are told that is him driving back to Earth, traveling back to Earth. You'll have to ignore the squeaking. The dogs are in here. They have been trying to be my nurses while I'm sick, and they have been trying so hard to take care of their poor sick dad. It's really sweet. It's a strange one. I wonder how much of it is maybe a better translation would have helped me, because maybe the translation is off, maybe the subtitles are I don't know, man. Apparently I'm not the only one disappointed. So the main character is secret agent Lemmy Caution, and apparently there is a series of books about Lemmy Caution. This is not adapted from one of those books, because those books are set in modern times, not a sci-fi setting. But Jean-Luc Godard was speaking to the writer, and the writer was like, I don't know anything about Lemmy Caution. He said, just read one of the books and then write one of the books. How hard can it be? And so the guy wrote up he read a book, and then he wrote up like a 30-page treatment of Lemmy Caution in outer space. Jean-Luc Godard never read it and just said, that's great, let's go. Sent that off to German investors and said, here's what we're going to film. And apparently, none of that 30-page treatment made it into the final film, such that the German investors demanded their money back when the final film was released. This is not a bad movie, though. I struggle to know whether or not to recommend this. It's a weird one. If you like surreal strangeness, this could work for you. It's trying to go for a noir feel, which is fun, and I would love a real sci-fi noir style film, and that's what this was trying to be. It I feel like it really drops the ball on the sci-fi angle of this, which is a shame because I kind of expect better sci-fi intelligence from the French. I mean, they are the ones that gave us Barbarella in the first place, and Valerian and the Thousand Planets, the City of a Thousand Planets. Not that the movie was great, but the original comic's not bad. Um, yeah, I don't have much more to say about this. It is just a strange one. Even researching it online, I didn't find a lot of notable impact or influence or more things to share about it. It is influential, though. There is a band that named itself after it. Apparently, Kelly Osbourne had a music video in 2005 where she recreated several scenes from this. So I guess inspiration from this movie pops up in the weirdest places. It wasn't a bad film. It was just very strange. So that's our 25th movie. The next one, we return to the United Kingdom, and I'm looking forward. I haven't seen this film before, but I am looking forward to it because I love the star. Because it stars Bob Hoskins, Eddie Valiant from Who Framed Roger Rabbit. I love it when Bob Hoskins shows up in a film. I don't care if it's Mario Brothers. If it's Bob Hoskins, it's gold. So, from the United Kingdom, 1980, director John Mackenzie. Next time we will talk about The Long Good Friday. I am going to go into the Odin sleep and see if I can have like a chicken noodle soup IV drip while I'm doing that because I am worn out now. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you next time.